Good morning, everybody. Today we're going to be making zucchini bread. So I have my zucchini from my son's garden. So this will be kind of farm to table, but these are fresh from his garden. I have my grater ready. I need to get 2 cups out of this. I also have my 3 eggs. It's optional. It calls for raisins. I love raisins. It calls for half a cup. I went with a cup and I reconstitute them with some hot water. You don't have to do that. I like them a little plump. Adds to the moistness of the cake. It's going to need some vanilla, and then it's going to need the spice mix, which is going to be here on the plate, is going to be 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of baking soda, and a 1/2 teaspoon of allspice. That's it for the spicing. Typically, this recipe, like the pumpkin bread recipes and banana bread recipes, calls for a 5x8 baking dish. This will make 2 5x8s. I've changed it up over the last couple of years. I have buttered my baking dish. This is a 9x13, and then I put my parchment paper sleeve, and then this just pulls out. It will not stick. Makes for easy removal. I already have my oven preheated. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and peel my zucchini. Whatever is left, if I have more than 2 cups, will go in my freezer for my next time. This will go in my compost bucket. So give me 5 minutes. Let me get this peeled and shredded, and we will be right back and put it all together. Okay, what I am going to do is I'm going to get everything combined with the 3.5 cups of flour. I'm using all-purpose flour. There's all the spicing in there. I will get that whisked in really good. Get everything combined really well. In the meantime, let me get these in a strainer. The raisins are being strained. Okay, that's mixed very well. Next, get to the eggs. It's 3 eggs. Got a little shell in the pool there. That is okay. Get these mixed up into the pool. Goes my 2 cups of shredded zucchini from my son's garden. Literally picked, literally just picked. It doesn't get any fresher than that. It doesn't get any more farm to table than that. It says 2 teaspoons of vanilla. There's a 1, there's a 2. I know, I didn't measure it. I never measure my vanilla. It's my channel. It's Okies Eden. I do what I want on Okies Eden. I make the rules. I'm a rebel. All right, let's get the sugar in the pool here. This all really comes together nice. There's a lot of moisture in there. Let's get the raisins in. Comment below if you like raisins. Optional are nut meats. If you wanted to put in pecans, or you wanted to put in, oh my goodness, walnuts. Some people like peanuts in their breads and cakes. I don't. I love walnuts. I love Pecans. I love them. Actually, here in Oklahoma, there's pecan farms, a bunch of them, and they sell fresh from their farm pecans. They have a shelling operation. Adding my dry ingredients. That's already all mixed together. It smells really good in here. Add the rest of it. Now, this recipe goes back a few generations. This is, my mom had one, but this is specifically from my mother-in-law. And I know that she had it given to her. So I'm not exactly sure how many generations it goes back, but it does. It's a very basic one. Just getting it all to come together. It says use a hand mixer, which I could have, but you know, back before power, when they used to make breads, they used wooden spoons. They used what they had. They probably used their hands at some point. But you can see it's all mixing together just fine. Raisins, much like pineapple, really help with the moisture in a bread or a cake. If you didn't know that, it's just a fun fact. So what you can see is I got a really nice batter going here. I can do this because it's mine. Okay. I don't see any dry ingredients showing up. Let's get her all in the dish here. Like I said, I don't use bread pans anymore. The 5x8s or 5x7s. I think I can cook this much quicker. It stores for me better in the sizes that I slice it. And it cooks faster, which means there's less. The bread or the cake, whatever you want to call it, doesn't dry out as much. That out there. Look at that. Okay. Let me go get this in the oven, and then I may or may not lick the bowl and the spatula. I'll let you decide that. Take a guess if you think I did or not. But I'll be back in about an hour after it's cooked, and I'll let it cool, and we will do a taste test. Fresh out of the oven, everybody. I'll give this a few minutes to cool. I'll remove it from the pan, and then we'll cut a slice and do a taste test. We'll see you guys here in a few minutes. Welcome back to my purple kitchen, everybody. It has cooled down. I'm going to get my cutting board, and let's do a taste test. It pops right out of the pan when you use parchment paper and you butter the pan before the parchment paper. Use it as a sling and it comes right out. So now, because I did it in this 9x13, it stores really easy. I'm going to cut half of it up. We're going to eat half of it over the next couple days over the weekend. And then the rest is going to go in the freezer because I think it's even better when it comes out of the freezer. But there it is with butter on it. Oh, let's give this a taste test. Cheers. Mm, pardon me. Mm. Pumpkin breads, zucchini breads, banana breads, applesauce breads are just so delicious. From 1.5, well, 2 smaller zucchinis, I got a 9 by 13 zucchini bread, 2 more cups of shredded zucchini in the freezer for next time. Plus, I already have 4 cups in there from before. But from 2 small zucchinis, I got a 9 by 13 zucchini bread, enough to do another 9 by 13 zucchini bread. And I did a whole bunch of fried zucchini for lunch. So, with that said, you guys all have a great weekend. Give this recipe a try. It's very basic and very quick, and it is delicious. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.